That's, I mean, yeah, it's freedom of speech, just like a disturbance is freedom of speech.
Right. But threatening somebody with a knife and threatening to kill them ain't. That's not freedom of speech.
Threatening to kill someone is still kind of freedom of speech.
Whoa. What the heck did he just say?
Threatening to kill someone is still kind of freedom of speech.
You know, you're so pretty, I'd let you handcuff me.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. Another video sent to me. This one from a channel called Alan Watkins. This video takes place in Maryland in March of 22. Assault in the state is the intent or attempt to cause physical injury to another person. Assault covers a wide range of offenses, from a simple slap to shooting someone or a threat to do either. If you don't believe me, see Article 4 in the Maryland Constitution. You're going to see two cops in this video, and neither one of them know the law. All right, folks, here's your video.
There should be.
For what?
For the disturbance call.
For a disturbance. That's not a crime.
It's not?
No, disturbance?
No.
Not a crime. Yeah. Hey, what's his name, Dale? Yes, sir. Hang tight.
Well, without a report, how am I supposed to file a peace
You
order?
don't need a report for peace
You don't
orders.
need a report. Mr. Allen, how was the knife involved?
He was standing, I was downstairs, and he was standing at the top of the steps threatening me to just come upstairs with the knife. He said, yes, he said, come upstairs, I'll fucking kill you, old man. That is assault with a deadly fucking weapon, and if you don't think it is, maybe you might want to call the state's attorney and ask the state's attorney what constitutes assault by threat. Okay?
Okay, well, I'm letting you know, we're doing our thing, but you're not going to sit here and tell us how to do our job, okay?
We're going to do our thing. Don't try to tell us how to do our job, okay? Wow, guys, there it is, in his own words. They do what they want, not what they're supposed to do.
We're trying to be respectful.
I understand the law, sir.
All right.
I understand the law.
I'm just saying.
I go in Walmart and I don't show them my receipt because I have a Fourth Amendment right not to show them my receipt. And I tell them to call you if they don't like it. And you know what? They've never called you because they know I'm right.
If that's the case, I mean, that's the case.
Just to prove a point about the First Amendment, I'll show you a video on YouTube, and it's not how I feel. You can go right up there to 8301 and knock on the door and ask to talk to the police officer Mike that lives there. Baltimore City cop.
Baltimore City's
Great guy.
different than Baltimore County.
No, great guy. He's a good friend of mine, and I don't really feel this way. But I stood on Wise Avenue with a sign that said "Fuck the police," and somebody called the police on me. You know what the police officer did? He rode by and beeped the horn in support of my sign because it's the First Amendment. Believe me, I know the law.
That's, I mean, yeah, it's freedom of speech, just like a disturbance is freedom of speech.
Right. But threatening somebody with a knife and threatening to kill them ain't. That's not freedom of speech.
Threatening to kill someone is still kind of freedom of speech.
No, it's not. It's fighting words. Look at the doctrine in fighting words.
It's not a crime in the state of Maryland.
No.
It's not.
Oh, really? That's why my brother spent 13 years in prison for it.
Okay. Well, it's not a crime to threaten someone in the state of Maryland, so it must have been somewhere else.
No.
And I'm not going to keep going back and forth.
It was here. It was here. Don't let your ego get in the way, babe.
It's not my ego.
It is your ego.
No.
You got that badge, you got that gun, you think you're somebody.
No.
You are my employee, sweetheart.
Your employee.
Yes, do you work for Baltimore County?
You're wrong.
Do you work for Baltimore County? Do I pay Maryland taxes?
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm right.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm right. I'm a tax-paying citizen. My taxes. Where does your money come from then? Where does your money come from then?
Say it comes from.
It comes from the government.
Yep.
It comes from the government. You are a government employee, and the government is my servants. You understand that? You are a servant to the public.
Just be quiet so we can just get out of here. If you keep screaming out here.
Oh, what are you going to do? Lock me up for disturbing the
If
peace?
neighbors coming out and causing a disturbance, there's no reason for you screaming inside the house right now. Just calm down. It's not, just be quiet until we leave. We're giving you all the options we can do, man.
No, you're not.
Okay, like I said, 8914 Kelso Drive, you can do that.
Then give me a report.
That's not how this works.
It is how it works.
It's not.
It is how it works.
It's not, sir.
So it's quickly 597. What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
My name is Officer Zavala, 6177.
6177. Officer Zavala, Officer Quigley.
Yep.
Okay.
If Officer Ford declares that something needs to be written on it, there's some kind of crime here or something needs to be written, then something gets written. But if it's just a disturbance and that's all it is, then there's no report written for that.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Yeah, if there's a crime here or something, then absolutely write reports. You don't just not write reports.
But threatening somebody with a knife is a crime,
Again,
sir.
did I talk to her? I'm not the primary, okay? So that's the thing you also got to go over. Officer Zavala is not the primary.
I'll accept that as your explanation, Quigley. No problem.
If she
problem.
declares that there's a crime here, then she'll write a report, and we'll give you that report number. My main concern was
You know,
just getting a knife.
the last time that y'all was out here,
I know I was out here last year at some time with some female. The
For-
female that was living here.
yeah,
Is she gone?
yeah, today she is.
Okay.
Mr. Allen, I'm going to ask you again. How was the knife involved?
He was standing at the top of the steps with the knife, threatened me to come upstairs and said, "Come up here, old man, I'll fucking kill you."
So you were all the way in the basement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did he ever point the knife at you, or it was just down by your side?
He was standing there holding it like this. He was slamming and banging shit. And if his friend that lives upstairs, who is my ex-girlfriend and my baby's daughter, who doesn't like me too much, would tell the truth, this is every day. He starts shit every day. The other night, I went out at 4 o'clock in the morning, right, to get a cup of coffee. I left the door unlocked. Okay, now let me explain to you how this all really comes about. Okay, I went out at 4 o'clock in the morning to get a cup of coffee up at 7-Eleven. I come back and he locked me out, right?
Okay.
Knowing what kind of person he is, that he would do something like that, I made sure that I took my key. Today, he goes out, he locks the door, locks himself out. I'm leaving to go get another cup of coffee. I'll go downstairs. If you want evidence, I will go downstairs and I will get the cup of coffee that I purchased at 7-Eleven. It's laying down there with, kind of weird. I take my pretzel, and I like soft pretzels, and I tear them up and I put them in the coffee, right?
Okay.
It's sitting downstairs,
Okay.
still almost full.
Doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he locks me out again. He wants to start drama. He locked himself out, ma'am. Ain't nobody been upstairs all day.
Okay.
All day. He left. He locked the door behind himself. Didn't take his key. Then he's screaming, "I want to break this fucking window." All he had to do was knock on the door. I'd have let him in.
Okay.
In fact, as he was reaching through the back window to unlock the door, I was on the way to go get that coffee. I unlocked the door and opened it for him and walked out the door.
Okay.
And then when I come back, the door was locked. So he's locked me out twice. I've never locked him out once. I don't care about him. And you know what? It wouldn't be a hair off my nuts. Pardon my French, but that's the way I feel.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a hair off my nuts. If he left, if he stayed, I don't care. Just keep the peace. That's all he's got to do, is be a little bit respectful.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you don't help the issue either.
How do I not help the issue?
Well-
By ignoring it until I can't
Well, if
ignore
you
it
act-
no more.
If you act like this with him, the way you've been acting with me and Officer Quigley and Officer Zavala, I can only imagine how that doesn't keep the peace either.
And there it is, folks. The moment the officer stops using logic and law and starts using feelings. We see it over and over again.
That's besides the point. Do you have your ID on you?
No, ma'am, it's downstairs.
All right. What's your last name?
Watkins, W-A-T-K-I-N-S.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well. First name
Alan,
A-L-L-E-N or A-N?
E-N, middle name James. Driver Soundex W.
I don't need that. I need a phone number.
I use text now. I just recently lost my phone.
Okay. So your phone number.
No.
And this is your mailing address?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Give me 1 second. Can I talk to you?
Hey, let's switch over the phone number so
Hey,
you can
why don't you stay up here? Yep.
You know, you're so pretty, I'd let you handcuff me.
Before you guys go, I want to give you 2 important pieces of advice. Number 1, don't call the police, folks. Don't call them. Call friends, call family. They seem to be a lot more helpful sometimes. Number 2, learn your damn rights, folks. Cops are trained to use wording to make you give up your rights. That way, when you cry about it later on, they'll say, no, we asked and you gave us permission. But folks, sometimes they ask you in a threatening manner. They make it seem like you're gonna go to jail if you don't answer. And sometimes they even will take you. That's why I say it's important to record the police, know your rights,